The Transformers Headmaster line was one of my favorite action figures as a kid. I remember getting Snapdragon. Recently, they released a couple reissues of other characters, though. I already done Highbrow. Let's go ahead and do Hardhead. Hasbro did an excellent job recreating the original packaging for this figure, though. This right here takes me back to 1987. Standing in the Target aisle, just wanting to get something that I can't afford, and just begging for it too. You know, I never had Hardhead as a kid, so this is a huge surprise though. But I love the Headmaster line. I always felt like I was getting two figures in one. Let's go ahead and turn around to the side here. Now, artwork is pretty decent at the time. Just looks like robot mode and vehicle mode. On the back has this really awesome mural. Let's go ahead and kind of just bring it in a little bit closer here. Of the other figures in that line though too. They released 4 figures for the reissue that came out a few years ago. I already have Highbrow like I mentioned before, but I definitely think I should probably get the other characters though. Down below though, we have our little stats and a little bit of profile, what Hardhead's about. Obviously he's a little bit stubborn, that's why they call him Hardhead. But lo and behold though, just pure nostalgia. My first impressions of vehicle mode is, wow, there is a lot of functionality built into this action figure. The coolest thing, though, obviously, and goes without saying, though, the canopy opens up so you can have the Headmaster Duros sitting there controlling everything, though. You can add the gun to the cannon already, but check this out, though. You can also lift it up, too. You can aim it. It has some angles to it, though. You can shoot from side to side this way. Adds a lot of dimensions as far as, like, posability and just all-in-all fun gameplay. A nice detail that I do like, though, is the fact that Duros is scaled really good compared to the rest of the tank, though. So it looks legit, though. It looks like it's just like a standard human-size Autobot that transforms into a head. Underneath the chassis, it does have some detail to it, though. It only has 2 wheels that really kind of move the figure, which really isn't that big of an issue because even on these cardboard boxes, which really don't provide a whole lot of traction, you can hear the wheels sliding back and forth, which is good. So imagine if you got it on a carpet or anything, any type of surface, it should roll just fine. In robot mode, though, Hardhead looks really good, though. He's got that late 80s, kind of early 90s, almost neon kind of bright color palette, which I really like, though. The grays with the bright green and the black contrast very well, though. I like the fact, I always say before, with these reissues, I don't have to put stickers on because I will make the figure look absolutely worse with the stickers. The fact that right here, that I like about Hardhead is he's got himself a broad shoulder and broad chest look to him. Makes him look super tough. Super intimidating, I think, though, for a lot of the Autobots. Because now the cannon on Hardhead looks kind of out of place when it's just holstered here on its back, but when you pull it up and over, it does bring a little functionality to it, though. My only complaint, though, it's kind of limits the movement of the head. But the thing is, though, you know, for a big pose, like a big shot being pulled off, it works great, though. But if you're not a big fan with it, him just carrying on his back, it's just simple. Just take it off and be happy with what you got. The biggest struggle I've had with this figure for articulation is these joints are super loose, especially in the legs. This character loves to fall down, so it doesn't have the greatest standability there is out there in robot mode. But you got plenty of room in the shoulder, elbow works decent, and the wrists are just going to fold in. I mean, that's just inherent of Transformers. They got to bend to the will of what they're going to transform into, though. But you can sneak a little bit out with more articulation than need by kind of just popping one of the joints out a little bit. So if you need a little bit more posability, I mean, it's there. But like I said, the joints are super loose for a new figure. So it's a little hard, but it's what you got to work with. All right, let's go ahead and take Hardhead back into vehicle mode. First thing we're going to do is just pop the Headmaster right off. Next, we're going to go ahead and put the arms together like that and fold in the hands on both sides here. Now on the back of the figure, we're going to go ahead and take the canopy and we're going to lift it straight up, just like that. All right, the legs are really simple to do. First thing we're going to do is just fold the feet back in, back of the tire tread, and we're going to pull out and just right over. Now down here, there's going to be a little clip, a little notch. You can go ahead and just slide in now, keep it in place, and just do the same for the other one here. And for this last step, what we're going to do is just take the belt and flip it right over, just so the vehicle can lay flat. And Hardhead does have a lot of different variations, so I mean, you can put his head on here just for the hell of it, you know, to make it look weird if you want to. I mean, your imagination is key when it comes to stuff, though, but sometimes you are limited with what you're given. But with all the extra features and functionality, really cool. So I accidentally knocked over my camera, so I'm losing a bit of light. This right here, this is a door. So on with the review, though, okay? So my final review for Hardhead for the Transformer reissue Headmaster line, is this. The detail on it is really well done. I like the fact that the more you mess with it, the more you can transform it in different ways, use it differently too. You know, just with the cannons and different gun variations, he's going to have great presence on any shelf for any collector though too. And these are priced fairly cheap though too. I was happy to get this on Amazon, I believe, for like about $23. So that's pretty rad though. So for the detail factor, it does got that G1 look to it though. All the stickers are on there, so I gotta give this one a 8.75 out of 10. And for the posability, I've been told that these figures have a lot better articulation than what the 87 original did though. My only problem with it before, and I touched base on with it earlier in the video, is that the joints are very loose. But what I've come to kind of find out with it though, the more I play with it though, it more or less feels like this is really top heavy. And these feet, even though they do have a wide base, they just feel super slippery. I thought it was just my comic book boxes when I was displayed on, but it even feels this way on any other surface that I have. Like this one's going to the shelf. This is called shelf worthy. If you see it back there, this figure I really liked, it belongs on the shelf. But lo and behold though, it is going to be kind of conflicting though. When it does have the cannon up here on the side, it still looks great, but you're going to be a little bit limited though. But for posability, it does get a good score. So I'm going to have to give that one an 8.5 out of 10, just for functionality alone. And for the fun factor, the fact that he can transform into a tank straight out the Halo universe is amazing though. I love that a lot. I mean, that just not only just makes it pop and makes it look cool, but the fun factor is going to lie in the fact that how much he can articulate those cannons, where you can set him up either in vehicle mode or robot mode. He's always going to have like a nice display to the point where, you know, he's going to be in the heat of the battle. He's going to be one of the guys at the front of the line, just knocking people in the teeth, man. Just going to be such a badass figure. And that being said, with everything cool about it, I got to give this an 8.5 out of 10. All around really good marks for this character though, for sure. And since I already got the 2 reissue Headmasters, I think it probably wouldn't be bad if I picked up the other 2. And thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I'll be putting out more videos. I didn't mean that to accidentally break my tripod. It just kind of knocked it over and just one of the legs broke on. So I'm either going to try to fix it, but more likely I need an upgrade on it too. So I'm going to probably have to get a new one here, but I will still be pumping out videos. And you guys like to go ahead, leave a comment down below if you guys like to like and subscribe. Like I said, I'll always be putting out videos. Until then, you guys take care of each other though, will you? Peace.